Burgersâ Zoo was overjoyed upon discovering that Nâ Gayla, their beloved gorilla, was expecting a baby. However, when she gave birth, everyone around couldn't believe their eyes. Simon had dedicated most of his life to working closely with animals. Over time, he embarked on a journey to find a job that would allow him to cultivate intimate relationships with gorillas over an extended period. These majestic and revered creatures held a unique place in his heart. It was only a short time before he secured a position at a zoo in the Netherlands that housed several gorillas. He was mesmerized by the sheer magnificence of the gorillas residing there, but one in particular caught his eye. Her name was Nâ Gayla. Simon swiftly familiarized himself with every detail about this enchanting gorilla and found himself utterly smitten. Nâ Gayla, who had been born and raised in captivity, was 20 years old. Her intelligence and profound sense of empathy made her an extraordinary creature to interact with, a testament to the positive influence of the dedicated individuals she had encountered from a young age. While Simon had responsibilities with the younger gorillas, he couldn't help but be drawn to Nâ Gayla during his leisure time. The other zoo staff chuckled warmly at the blossoming bond between Simon and Nâ Gayla, fully aware of her loving nature and understanding why Simon was so captivated by her. Whenever possible, Simon would engage in playful interactions with the young gorillas near Nâ Gayla. Observing her behavior and interactions with her peers provided valuable insights that could be emulated to foster the optimal development of the younger gorillas. Simon would invite Nâ Gayla to join them on their side of the enclosure, rolling around on the floor alongside the energetic youngsters. This allowed him to witness firsthand how she would respond and regulate their behavior. Nâ Gayla, a motherly figure, swiftly reined in any misbehavior she detected among the young. Given her highly social nature, such social dynamics were not uncommon within the ape family. Nevertheless, Simon couldn't help but be amazed by the extraordinary interactions he witnessed daily. Until then, everything had been harmonious between Nâ Gayla and the young gorillas. However, on an ordinary day, something unexpected occurred. Simon entered the enclosure as usual, ready to engage in playtime with the young ones. As Simon and the young gorillas continued their daily routine, he gradually noticed that Nâ Gayla was conspicuously absent. This deviation from her usual behavior raised concern, signaling something might be amiss. Determined to investigate, Simon located her within the enclosure and cautiously approached with the young gorillas in tow. Little did they know that this decision would be a mistake. Unaware of Nâ Gayla's disinterest, the exuberant young gorillas eagerly rushed towards her, exclaiming their joy at seeing their beloved companion. However, they failed to realize that she wasn't reciprocating their enthusiasm. In an unexpected turn of events, Nâ Gayla lashed out at the young gorillas, causing them to retreat in confusion. Turning her back on Simon, she made it clear that something was amiss. Ensuring the safety of the young gorillas, he instinctively provided Nâ Gayla with the space she appeared to crave. Initially chalking it up to her having a difficult day, Simon couldn't have anticipated that her unusual behavior would persist, becoming a recurrent pattern day after day. Simon gathered the zoo staff to discuss the situation. They realized that each member had encountered similar issues with her behavior, leading to growing concerns about her well-being. Determined to find answers, they collectively consulted with the veterinarian, hoping for reassurance that nothing serious was affecting her. When the vet arrived, the news delivered was completely unexpected and took everyone by surprise. Nâ Gayla was pregnant. The revelation shook the entire team as they hadn't considered the possibility that she had found another male gorilla to mate with. Despite the surprise, pure delight spread among the staff at the thought of Nâ Gayla welcoming another precious offspring. Knowing of her pregnancy, the zoo swiftly mobilized, ensuring that she received everything necessary for her well-being, including adequate space. As social as she was, her hormonal state meant she sometimes preferred some solitude away from the other gorillas. Furthermore, the zoo wasted no time in spreading the exciting news of the forthcoming edition, advertising the anticipated arrival to the rest of the country. The excitement surrounding Nâ Gayla's pregnancy reached a fever pitch, with the zoo's social media platforms and phones flooded with inquiries about her expected due date. People from all across Europe expressed their eagerness to visit the zoo and witness the arrival of the baby gorilla. Nâ Gayla appeared to handle her pregnancy well, albeit showing signs of pregnancy earlier than expected. However, the experienced handlers attributed this to her previous childbirths, assuming it was natural. The vet estimated her due date to fall in the middle of summer, prompting preparations to be made around that time. Yet nature had its plans in store. As spring drew close, Simon and the other handlers noticed Nâ Gayla's nesting instincts kicking in. She distanced herself further from the other gorillas and became preoccupied with arranging her nesting area meticulously. These behaviors were clear indications that her labor was approaching. Then, on a cool spring night, the zoo received an alert. Nâ Gayla had gone into labor. The news spread like wildfire among the staff, and they hurriedly returned to their duties, eager to witness the remarkable spectacle about to unfold. Little did they know the extraordinary sight that awaited them. Upon arriving, Simon wasted no time seeking an update on Nâ Gayla's condition from the vet. To his relief, the vet expressed confidence in her labor progress and overall well-being, alleviating immediate concerns. Moments later, Nâ Gayla gave birth to her precious offspring, evoking delight among the entire staff. They watched in awe as the new mother instinctively picked up her tiny gorilla and cradled it against her chest, a heartwarming sight to behold. However, their joy quickly turned to apprehension when something strange occurred. Less than 2 minutes later, Nâ Gayla abruptly placed the newborn on the ground and pushed it away before seemingly collapsing, unusually tossing and turning while ignoring her offspring. The zookeepers held their breath in fear, sensing that this behavior was incompatible with the instincts of a new mother. The vet, filled with concern, hurriedly approached the enclosure, prepared to face any potential complications and ensure Nâ Gayla's safety during delivery. But just as he was about to access the enclosure, he abruptly halted, freezing in his tracks. As the vet stood in astonishment, his gaze fixed on something shocking and unexpected. Nâ Gayla was giving birth to a second baby, a sight that seemed almost too incredible. Overwhelmed with disbelief and excitement, the vet urgently called out to the others, sharing the wonderful news. The entire staff cheered once again as they witnessed the extraordinary events of Nâ Gayla delivering a second healthy gorilla. Twin births are exceedingly rare among these primates, making this a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. Nâ Gayla appeared unfazed by the miraculous events, calmly cradling both babies and instinctively nursing them. The new mother proved exceptional in her caretaking abilities, and the twins thrived under her watchful care. The zoo experienced an exponential surge in popularity, capturing the hearts and imaginations of visitors enthralled by this remarkable event. Still working closely alongside Nâ Gayla, Simon reflects on his decision with unwavering satisfaction. The bond they share, as well as the incredible experience of witnessing the birth of the twin gorillas, is something he cherishes deeply.